this tech snip, we're going to go over the help system in Poshbot. Let's get started. If you install a number of plugins in Poshbot, remembering what each command is and how it works can be a challenge. Just like in PowerShell, we need a way to find available commands and to inspect those commands to see how they're used. Poshbot relies heavily on PowerShell's help system, so it should feel familiar to anyone who's used PowerShell. The built-in command getCommandHelp is how to find help for commands in Poshbot. If you just type getCommandHelp with no other parameters, this will return all the commands loaded in Poshbot. Make sure to use the bang symbol before the command name. This tells Poshbot that you're running a command and not just chatting. You can see Poshbot includes a number of built-in commands. They all work differently, hence why a help system is needed. Poshbot also has the notion of aliases, and with getCommandHelp, the aliases are help and man. I'll go over aliases in more detail in another snip, but for the rest of this snip, I'm going to use the help alias. Now let's get help against one of the built-in commands. Let's take a look at the install plugin command. Help returns a bunch of useful information such as the full name of the command, what plugin it belongs to, any aliases for the command, and so forth. If you take a look at the usage property, this will tell you the parameters for the command and whether they are mandatory or optional. Brackets around the parameter name and type mean the parameter is optional. With install plugin, you can see that the name parameter is mandatory and the version is optional. Now let's take another look at the help command. We can even run help against itself to see the help information about the command. And you can see that help has 3 different usage scenarios. These map to different parameter sets, just like in PowerShell. With the help command, we have the option to pass in a filter string to narrow down the results that help returns. We also have the option to specify a detailed, examples, or full switch. These should be familiar if you've used getHelp in PowerShell. If we get help for the install plugin command and include the examples switch, you can see that we get back some examples for how to use the command. And now if we run the same command but use the detailed switch, we can get back a bunch more detail about the parameters for the command, including the examples. And now if we run the command again with the full switch, even more information about the parameters is shown as well as the examples. And we can even run help against a search string to see what comes back. So let's see what comes back by just running help against the plugin string. And you can see we have a list of commands here that have plugin in the name. And that's how you can use the help system in Poshbot.